This is the first time I've ever done a live video. Generally, you guys know better. I don't enjoy doing live videos, mostly because, I'm not the best talker in the world. I stutter a lot, or, there's always these big pauses in between trains of thought, or, I don't know, I got like ADHD or some crap because I always go off on these tangents and I always kind of forget where I'm at or what point I'm trying to make. So I always feel like, you know what? If I kind of screw up or start stuttering, acting full, whatever, at least when I record a video, I can go back and re record it. So I don't know how this first live thing is going to go, but I also kind of mix things up. My wife's inside sleeping, so instead of going downstairs, I figure I'd come out here on the porch and kind of do a live stream outside a little bit. So you guys already saw the title, man. You already know the deal, what this video is about, and the title is kind of retarded. Why am I always so angry? Well, shit, man. I know why I'm always so angry. Here's the thing, man. Whenever I get on TV or I jump on YouTube or TikTok or some shit like that, I want to enjoy myself. I want to have a good time. I want to laugh. And every time I watch some kind of social media or watch the news or some bullshit, you have some motherfuckers always on there complaining about how my life doesn't mean jack shit. Okay? I get freaking pissed off about that every single time. That, oh, my life holds no merit as a white man, or your life doesn't hold merit because you are a man. You get sick and tired hearing that shit day in and day out from thousands of damn streamers. And my freaking YouTube channel, whenever I freaking log on, that's all I freaking see. So that's all I'm exposed to. I'm kind of curious what people have to say, so I'll click on the video and I'll watch it. Sometimes it's reaction videos or responses or something. So, that's one thing. You got pieces of shit like fucking Jason Nupp. I can't stand that motherfucker. You guys already know that this asshole. I always gave him the biggest credit for being one of my biggest inspirations. I've been talking about him on my channel for as long as it existed. And I always gave him credit for not only inspiring me to collect, but hell, inspiring me to create my YouTube channel. You got to realize that Jason fucking Nupp of the New 80s Revolution is a goddamn cult. What fucking sucks the most is when I was finally smart enough to realize what kind of engagement I was part of and broke free from it, this asshole, unless you're on your knees licking his fucking balls, he doesn't give a shit about you. It's not even, hey, what have you done for me lately? It's how much have you done for me lately? Examples. He talks about this Smash Ventura guy. I've never heard of him before. Seems like a pretty decent dude. Whatever. There's no knock on him. Again, it's not about him, but he made this introduction to the New Age Revolution. And now all of a sudden you've got this great opening theme or whatever, just like a damn TV show. Yeah, you're gonna freaking call out his show and get your subscribers to freaking reach out to him and subscribe to his content because he did something for you. A few weeks ago, he started talking about on his channel that he wants people to make videos and send it to him so that he could kind of make in-screen commercials or some bullshit. And then you have all the damn sweaters against sweating every goddamn thing he does. Oh, Jason, you're so kind. You're giving back to the community. Oh, we love you so much. All you people are, fucking sheep. I fucking hate people like that. Irritates the shit out of me. You guys ever get a chance to get on YouTube, watch Conservative Twins. All right, the brothers, they give back literally millions of dollars, okay? They donate millions of dollars back to their viewers. They donate trucks. And trucks are what? 60, 75, $80,000. Brand new trucks, RVs. They're the ones that actually give back to the community, to the YouTube community, to their viewers or their subscribers and whatnot. You look at Jason Up, that motherfucker doesn't give a shit about anybody but himself. And what do cultists do? Okay, they have people leave their families, don't have any interaction with families. They have them sign over the lease to their homes, or the sign over the deeds to their homes, sign over the lease to their cars, hand over, empty out their bank accounts and give it to them. You've had a motherfucker come from a literally drive from another goddamn country, bring this guy thousands and thousands of dollars in free shit. And this motherfucker is still bitching and complaining about some of the items he received. One of those goddamn things where, hey, here's a VHS I really enjoyed as a kid. I think you might like it. A simple recommendation. That's all it is. It's a recommendation. I enjoyed this movie. I think you might like it. Hey, you might want to give it a try. This motherfucker spends an entire goddamn episode bitching and complaining about watching a damn movie because it's low budget and it's not some $300 million Hollywood movie. You know what? Based on that recommendation, hell, I went back on. I found that movie on Tubi. I watched it. I thoroughly enjoyed it. And to hear this asshole come out maybe a week or two later and sit there and bitch and complain about a whole entire episode, and it doesn't stop there. One of the reasons I stopped being a fan of this clown. I mean, the reasons are endless. That's one thing. Another thing is he bitches and whines and complains about absolutely everything. Now, given I'm bitching myself right now, but I'm also pissed off right now, like super angry, and this is a way for me to vent. Uh, I can't really vent to the wife because she doesn't want to hear it. She doesn't want to hear me at mad or angry or whatever. So I understand where she's coming from. So far, I don't actually have people in front of me, right? So I'm basically bitching to a computer or to a camera, so it's easier on me right now. But I sell on eBay. I sell on Mercari, but we'll use eBay as an example. As a seller on eBay, I don't exactly have the most followers, okay? So like the issue is I don't have the most followers, so I don't have the most eyes on my listings. So if I'm selling something, if I'm selling like a Jimmy Snuka Hasbro and I say, "Hey, I want $5 for this figure." Or, you know what, I'd like to get $10, $15 for it, but worst case scenario, if it only sells for $5, I'm comfortable with that. So I might start the auction at $5. If it sells for $5, I'm disappointed. I would want more, but I could live with that. Now, if I list that item for a penny or 99 cents, as Jason fucking Nup wants everybody to do, start every goddamn auction at $1, and that thing sells for $2.33, guess what? I'm not able to. I'm not gonna get the money that I want for that. It might sell for like $2.37. I'm taking a huge loss on that item, right? So, my buddy Nathan, I bought from him a million times. One of my most reputable sellers. Absolutely love doing business with him, and he had a group of Just Toys Bendums, WCW Just Toys Bendums. Starting bid $30. For 12 goddamn figures, I mean, that was a steal of a price. What is fucking Jason Nup doing bitching? He goes on there and he bitches and complains about a $30 starting bid. Oh, fucking well. I know why he does it. I know why I do it. I know why 100 gazillion other people do it. It's because if it sells for that, if it only gets one bid and it sells for that price, you're comfortable with that price, you can live with that price. Now you started at $1 and it sells for $14, you're gonna be pissed off. And then he bitches and complains. Oh well, I sent him an offer and he said it was too low, and then I waited until the end of the auction and it only sold for $30. What I was the only bidder. So you're complaining that you got a steal of a price. I send offers to people all the time. Sometimes I try to do the same thing. I try to meet people at their starting bid price because I want to meet them where they're comfortable. Sometimes they accept, sometimes they don't. And if they don't, I did the same thing with like a damn bearded Corporal Kirchner. Very early stages, probably 6, 7 days, let's say about 5 or 6 days remaining in auction. I sent him a best offer for a starting bid. He denied it. Yeah, I was disappointed, but I mean, I'm not going to sit there and make a video crying about it. And what happens? Only bidder. I'm happy to own an original figure. So, and guys, I'm sorry. I do see that somebody's leaving comments and stuff. With the eye surgery and stuff, I can't even read that. All I see is like gibberish on the screen right now. I will try to go back and respond if I can towards the end. I just don't want to. I had a lot to say today, and it always sucks because once you sit down and start talking everything that you've been planning that you wanted to discuss, you kind of forget about it, or you forget about how you wanted to say it or present it. So yeah, so another thing, if it's not his way, it's the highway. If you're not sweating him, you're basically you're on the outside. I don't leave comments that often. Normally, when I watch like YouTube, for example, I'll watch it on the TV on the big screen. If I leave comments, it's normally because I'm sitting at my computer or I'm on my cell phone watching the video. Otherwise, obviously, I'm not going to be leaving comments for that video. So, very rarely do I leave comments on New Age Revolution, and whenever I do, that son of a bitch always goes back and deletes my fucking comments. Now, mind you, I'm not spreading hate. I'm not threatening anybody, okay? I'm not talking about politics or religion or anything crazy like that. I make really fun, quirky comments. Most people would get a good kick out of. He loves to delete my comments, even though there's absolutely nothing wrong with my comments. I give like the most basic comments. Another example. Jackass is playing around with the damn cube. It breaks in front of him. Me and about 100 million other damn people leave the exact same comment saying, hey man, that's the funniest shit we've seen in a long time, type of deal. For whatever reason, every single person has comment stays, but he wants to delete my fucking comment. And I tell you this, when you need to delete one fucking comment, it's annoys the living shit out of you. But anytime you leave a comment on this page, and again, it's not bad. There's literally nothing negative or that you would take the wrong way with what I say in my comments. Not one bad thing, not one wrong thing that you could take away. So what the hell is it about me that he just loves so much? He just feels the need to delete every comment I ever leave for him. You know, I make referrals. I mentioned my buddy Kirk. I'm like, hey man, you should check when he started talking about making commercials and stuff. I'm like, hey, you should check out my buddy Kirk's page. You know, he's close to 1,000. You know, it's really awesome. You should check him out. Let's help him out, get him to 1,000. Deletes that comment. Or he's talking about, I don't know, what the hell was he talking about? Alva's at Just Toys figures or the Winston Toys erasers or something. I don't remember. Maybe the erasers. I'm like, hey, Jace, you know, I make videos about this as well. If you're ever interested in taking a look, you know, check out my channel. In 3 damn years, I've never once told him or never mentioned him or recommended that he check out my channel ever. It's the first time I ever did that. I'm not saying, hey, bud, I'm not putting a gun to your head saying do this or else. It's a recommendation. It's a referral. Comment deleted. You're going to sit there and delete every damn referral a person makes? I mean, he's already sitting there bitching about watching a damn hour and 20-minute movie for a guy that gave him about $4,000 or $5,000 worth of free shit. So, I mean, I'm not surprised. Like I said, when I was talking about random treasures, I'm like, you know, essentially this figure isn't for me. Deletes the comment. For the last few years, there has not been a bigger fan or larger supporter of the New 80s Revolution than myself. Literally, when I first started watching him, within about the first 3 or 4 months, not even exaggerating, I probably gave him north of 1,000 hours of watch time. I've continued to support his ass by going onto his eBay and buying his shitty products uh, to again to support him. I've supported him even further by going to companies like For Left Recreations and buying out every single goddamn stand they have. Going to Random Treasures and buying every goddamn action figure, belt, and accessory that they have. Accessories and belts, about 1 million of them each. Why? So that his cheap ass can get all of that stuff for free from those suppliers. Again, while his cheap ass goes to like fucking not the dollar store, Goodwill and shit. I mean, Goodwill should be for people that live on a budget. You're a goddamn therapist and you're harassed and you're going to Goodwill and taking products away from people that actually need that savings. That's another thing. I've made a couple of funny videos. They're drinking game videos. And what do the drinking game videos consist of? Well, every time he says you take a sip. And I've mentioned it, and I'm going to mention it in the video you're going to see in about a week or so with the next drinking game video. This asshole is a certified speaker, okay? He literally talks for a living. I could only imagine being a patient in his office. Yeah, so, yeah, Matt, yeah, I know that this weekend, it was kind of hot, and, sometimes maybe, maybe you want to go swimming, but I don't know, I don't know. Like, what? Like, what the hell did you just say? When you hear this guy say, like 8 times in like a 10-second span, you just want to wring his goddamn neck. So yeah, for last week or more, now it's been more than a week, guys. I'm sorry, but I've been in such a sour mood lately, and it's ongoing. And there are a lot of exciting and fun videos I enjoy making. Like I love going downstairs and making like the pickup videos or the collection videos, and that stuff usually cheers me up. I'm really super excited to make those type of videos for the viewers. But sometimes I gotta admit, it's sometimes it's fake. I have to force myself to kind of smile and be happy about it because I'm in such a bad mood with so many being screwed over by so many goddamn people. I'm tired of being the good guy. Nice guys finish last, right? I'm tired of being the asshole who gets taken advantage of because I care about other people more than myself. And I'm thinking about just saying screw it and not even being that decent person anymore. I don't want to be anymore. I'm getting tired of people taking advantage of me. For the longest time, I've talked about my friend Eric Boyer. Eric Boyer, I've mentioned him, his eBay, which was Wrestling Writer. You also found a Wrestling Writer, I think, on like Instagram. For whatever reason, he had some kind of fake Facebook name, RD Levisay. At one point, probably half of my LJN customs came from him. He wasn't just somebody who I bought figures from. He was someone I care about, someone who I respected, who I trusted with my life, and someone who I considered to be a really awesome friend. I talked to him on the phone, sent text messages, email. It was a good business relationship. I had no qualms. If I got a package of figures that I bought, that I would send that box of figures to him. And hey, man, how much money do you think it would cost to customize these figures? He'd give me a price. Bam, PayPal the money. Oh, hey, man, some of these are going to cost more. Bam, PayPal the money. Oh, hey, man, I got to buy heads for these figures. Bam, PayPal the money. More figures come in. Bam, I forward it to him. PayPal the money. How much and I never had any issues with that. Why? Because he never screwed me over before. And for 2.5 years of my YouTube channel, I've always given him the most glorious recommendation. There's a reason I don't talk about him anymore. It's because he's a fucking prick. And I think now I got to go out and publicly humiliate the son of a bitch, because not only did he lose my business, but he lost my fucking friendship. He lost my trust, my respect. I refuse to be friends with him. I'm out probably a couple $1,000s that I PayPal'd him. Plus, you figure all of the figures that I bought off of eBay, to pay for those figures, to pay for shipping to me, pay additional shipping to send it to him. I paid him for accessories and new heads to customize. And for, for about the first 6 months or so, I didn't really say much about it. I always said, I'm not going to rush somebody because I don't want them to screw up. I want them to have the time they need so that they can produce the best quality product. After about a year, I'm like, okay, now something's really effed up. But for whatever reason, my dumbass said last January 2023 that he had a couple of figures that he had already made and was going to list on eBay. Hey, do you want these? Hell yeah. And I bought them from him. Instead of having him ship them right away, my dumbass told him to hold on to them and ship them with the next package. Well, it's like a year and a half later from that point. So for a year and a half, 2.5 years, I've been waiting for different batches of figures to come in, and the son of a bitch never sent them. And every time I've ever messaged him, it might be a couple weeks before he responds. Yeah, man. Yeah, I've been sick, man. I've been really out of it. I've had pneumonia. I've had the flu. Bitch, you've had the flu for 2.5 fucking years. Why are you not dead yet? I had to call him out here. I have to call him out on Facebook now. Why? Because someone might say, well, hey, you're being stupid. You do this, it's going to give him no reason to send you your shit. I already know he's not going to do it. A few months ago, I asked him, hey, man, finally, can you just give me one final guaranteed date? We agreed to 3 months later. 3 months later, nothing. Yeah, man, just give me one more week. Don't hear anything from him for 2 weeks. Yeah, man, I promise, at the end of the week. Next week, I promise I'll do it. I've been sick. Fuck you, Eric. You can go to eat shit and die, motherfucker. He's screwing it up for other people, because there are other people that I trust and respect, who I also consider friends, that I send stuff to all the time. And dealing with this asshole now every time I do business with somebody else, that's going to be my mindset, is having that shit loom over my head. So I'm in a bad mood because I'm losing out on all my money that I paid an asshole that I consider to be a great friend. I'm in a bad mood because I got this damn Jason Nupp asshole screwing me over, deleting my shit, talking shit, whatever. All of his bitching and complaints. I don't enjoy I haven't enjoyed his stuff in probably a year or more. And in my drinking video, I kind of said something to the effect that it's like Howard Stern. You love him or you hate him. Either way, you're still going to listen to him. Why? Because you want to hear what he says next, type of deal. You got those factors. You got factors that every time I turn on the TV, turn on YouTube or TikTok, I want to, watch something fun. I want to enjoy nostalgia. I want to watch something funny. I want to have a good time when I'm enjoying TV. Yet I'm always watching these imbeciles mock men, mock me because of my skin tone. I don't know why people are so set on reinstituting segregation, because it's in the next 10 years, we're going to be back in the 1960s, and it's going to be the opposite way around, and that shit's not going to feel good. It hasn't felt good. Not since the turn of the century, it hasn't felt good. And then you have all of these women. I don't know why. When was the last time you looked at a Hispanic family and ever heard any Hispanic girl or boy ever sit back and say, man, I'm pissed off that I was born Latina or Latino or whatnot? Never. You go to an Indian family, do they say, does anyone sit back and say, man, I regret that I was born Indian? No. It seems like it's a strictly a white thing. People are so self-hating. I don't know if it's been branded into them because of social media, because of the news, or if they're doing it in schools or what. But I feel like you have the most self-hating people on the planet today. One last thought. Just kind of talk about this stuff. I'm getting so aggravated right now, and I really wasn't planning on this being a super long live chat video. I mean, like I said, guys, this is my first time ever doing live. I don't know if I ever plan on doing this again in the future, but I don't know. I guess we'll find out. But there's this video I saw today, and I'm probably gonna make a future video about it later on because this bitch was batshit stupid. And this is why I fucking hate society today. So you got this dumb shit, stupid ass white girl with big ass glasses, talking about, oh, for all of you white people who think that white privilege isn't a thing, and then talking about how white people have all of this because they're all rich, and how black people are all don't have anything because they're all poor. I'm like, you racist bitch. Tell that to fucking Michael Jordan. Tell that to Oprah Winfrey. Tell that to the 1 billion other black men and women who have careers as doctors, lawyers, and service members and what have you. What, you think a white guy or Hispanic guy, whoever does can't have a damn crack mother and live on on the other side of the damn trailer park? Come on now. The fact that she tried acting like she said something important, like she was making this great big point, and all she did was sound racist as fuck. Basically saying that only white can be rich and only black can be poor. I'm like, stupid. Ignorance. Society today is ignorant as fuck. I cannot make it a focal point enough. I despise hate. I don't like hating on other people. I mean, normally when I hate on other people, I do it in jest. It's out of fun and humor. Normally, it's like maybe towards friends, for example, and it's like friends busting balls type of deal. Normally, with someone you really don't know, you don't care. But I'm at a point in life right now where I'm in a constant state of anger. Where even making my fun videos, I can't even enjoy those anymore. And watching shitheads like fucking Jason Nupp get like 5,000 goddamn subs. Like, who the fuck enjoys his shit? I mean, I used to enjoy his stuff when he was like doing LJN reviews and stuff and like Hasbro reviews. And then all of a sudden he started doing all this other stupid shit, talking about non-80s related crap, bitching and complaining about prices. It's cold goddamn inflation. You're not gonna pay 79 cents for a goddamn tank of gas like you would decades in the past. And then when you have all these people kind of calling him out like, hey, it's happening because this, that, and the other, and he wants to call out one single person who makes the exact same statement that everybody else is, and then make a little crybaby follow-up video about it, shit like that. That's why I can't freaking stand. That's why I don't enjoy watching TV anymore. I kind of last couple of years I kind of like used YouTube as my TV because it to me it's like very easy and smooth, viewing. But I don't always get those fun, interesting videos. I always get the hateful videos, and I kind of feel like that's where we are as a society. You got to be putting out some kind of not necessarily hate videos, but like you got to make videos where you're kind of criticizing somebody else in order to have any type of success. And you know what? I don't know why I'm surprised. Military life was like that. Real world workforce is like that. You're the nice guy. Guess what? Everyone's gonna try to beat up on you and act and try to exert dominance on you and everything. I go back. Nice guys finish last. And I'm tired of being the nice guy and being taken advantage of and crap like that. So I'm kind of done. And I was kind of talking to my wife the other day, and I'm like, you know what? I don't know if I even want to make YouTube videos anymore. Like I don't even No, I mean, I guess at the moment that I'm making the videos, I feel like maybe I might still enjoy making them, but overall, I'm at a point of frustration where even making my own videos is not fun anymore. This was never a business for me. This was supposed to be enjoyment. This was supposed to kind of share a passion with other people that had similar passions, and meet new people and build new friendships. Now I feel like I'm at a point where I'm forced to kind of put out a video. Otherwise, I'm not keeping up with the masses, and it's not fun anymore. It's become work, and it's become work for a long time. I mean, how long? A year and a half? I don't know. I'm sorry, guys. Like I said, man, I don't like bitching, but sometimes I do have to vent. And for those who do watch this and allow me to vent to you, thank you for listening. I do see some comments, guys. Again, I've never done this before, so I'm gonna see if I can actually go back and read these comments. Again, vision is effed up. I don't know if you can actually see it, but this left eye is still super freaking dilated, and even the right eye. I mean, kind of seeing it with one eye is very, very difficult. Uh, all right. First question is from Naaman. I'm in Louisville, Kentucky. Santages, thank you, man. I appreciate it. Hey, Zach. I'm kind of interested in hearing what the punchline is at the end of the joke. Hmm. Mm. uh, all right. Thank you for that. I needed that. I needed that smile, man. Alaska, thanks, bud. That, like I said, man, that I needed that fun, that comedy right there. Da, 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 da. Hey, baby, absolutely, brother. All right, man. How long we been on here? 30. Shit on me. 33 minutes. All right, guys. I don't even know how to freaking end this video, so this is all brand new for me. So I'm gonna hit the X at the top here, and hopefully that closes this out. Thanks for watching, guys. I really do appreciate it, man. My buddy Kirk and I, we're going to try and do another podcast. I think this right here would probably be better than the way we did before, so we'll see what happens. Looking like Zeus. Right on. All right, guys. Talk to y'all later. Thanks again for tuning in.